So I will use the next 15 minutes to tell you what Tsing Capital is and what we're doing. In a short sentence, we focus on late venture or early growth companies who have a nexus in China in the cleantech space. By China nexus, it means either it's a Chinese company or a global company that sells in China or using China as a supply chain. But with our China focus, before I dive into what Tsing Capital is, I want to show you a little bit about the work that we're investing in. This is a picture, it was a hand drawing by one of the partners at the firm, really depicting what China is like now. At the bottom you see there's this train which carries coal and shipping coal to factories, which are burning coal and polluting the environment. If you've been to Beijing, a lot of the time the air is gray, it's hazardous air. A lot of problems the country is facing on the environmental challenges. So we are actively seeking companies that would address those issues. And when there are problems, there are opportunities as well. So the government has realized the challenge the country is facing. As you know, Chinese government have every 5 years published a 5-year plan. Thankfully, in the new 12-year 5-year plan, protecting the environment is on the top 3 agenda here. There's also 7 industries that are selected that will be the emerging industries by 2015. These industries will become 8% of the GDP by plan. And 4 out of those 7 are environmental or clean tech related. That includes energy efficiency and environmental protection, new material, alternative energy vehicle, and new energy. And those hopefully will find good companies that will become leaders in those industries. And those plans are really zoomed into also there are specific metrics created for the country to meet. And this chart shows you on the left-hand side the prior 5-year plan, some of the environmental metrics, and the actual result for a country like China when those targets are set and they're actually met in the end. And those parameters continue in the new 5-year plan, and there are also new parameters added. How it works in China is when there's central planning done and they get broken down into provincial levels and city levels, and the government officials would wear this as their goals to reach, and then they will be very actively helping private enterprises to reach those targets. And those are opportunities that some of the clean tech companies are seeing as well. And those translate into the largest clean tech market that we're seeing in the world. These are just some of the examples here. As you see, smart grid, the country is planning on spending hundreds of billions of RMB into that space to upgrade the grid. If you look at electric vehicle, by 2015, there will be 500,000 of electric vehicles that will be on the road. And this is probably one of the biggest automotive change, one of the biggest automotive industry change that we'll see in this decade. There's tremendous other opportunities that we're seeing here as well. As you know, every 2 turbines manufactured in the world, wind turbines, 1 is in China. Agriculture is also a huge problem the country is facing, with the least arable land per capita in the world, one of the least. But heavy use of chemical fertilizer in order to ensure the output has generated huge river and lake pollutions. Now there's a strong push to promote organic farming and sustainable way of farming. With those type of opportunities, we're seeing a lot of investment into the clean tech companies. In fact, even in the public markets, the Chinese stock exchange, particularly the new stock exchange, Chinex, is quickly becoming the world's largest by both number and value on clean tech exit. And this offers good opportunities both for the entrepreneurs and for the venture capitalists investing in the space. This chart shows you that also in the VC and PE space, clean tech consistently ranked as one of the highest areas for capital deployed. So for entrepreneurs that are building business, You are seeing on the capital supply, there is the private capital available, but also on the public side, if you build a successful business there. And so this is what Tsing Capital does, the areas that we focus on. There are 7 sectors that we invest. There's the typical clean tech sectors that's known in the West, including renewable energy, energy efficiency, and environmental protection, alternative vehicles. But there's also China-specific, including the agriculture, new material, as well as clean production. As you know, China is now with the word manufacturer, but a lot of those manufacturing processes are polluting, and making that process clean, using robotic technology, using green IT, is also important areas that we focus on. And the companies that we have invested cover all of the areas that we spoke about. And there are 40 companies that, 40 plus companies we have invested in. And those companies have a lot of synergy among themselves because we do nothing but clean tech. And these are companies that are downstream and upstream in the value chain. They could be selling to the same customers. So building a dedicated portfolio, I think the value is not easily known, is really the synergy among the portfolio companies. What we're looking for is, we like technology breakthroughs. We actively search for that, but in the meantime, we also look for commercial success. Just given that Chinese market, the market is there, so we're searching for technology that can address the problem already exists, or the market already exists. We're looking for capital efficiency. We're looking for future independence from subsidy. At the time of investment, there could be dependence on subsidy, but hopefully when the scale is up, then the cost down would give the company opportunities to be free, to be independent from subsidy. And we are an active investor. We believe in value add. In fact, most of our companies, particularly the Chinese companies we invest, are Series A investment from an institution perspective. So there's a lot of work that we will put to help the company to navigate the rather difficult landscape there in China. Not just on the strategy level, hiring level, future finance, but also working with the government, helping them to secure the cheap land and getting cheap loan or grants, to working with some of the leading universities such as the Tsinghua University in China, to help them build their technology. So these are basically, hopefully, along the way, with the help, the company will go through a fast growing stage, capturing the opportunities that we're seeing in this space. This is our past. We started investing in 2001 in clean tech with a very humble size of just $13 million to get started. At the time that no one was paying attention to investment. Our second fund was $30 million, but our third fund was really the growth opportunity in the renewable space and the track record that we've built. We're able to raise a $230 million fund and invested in the entire spectrum that I just described. Now we're actively investing in our fourth fund, which is a $250 million fund, and searching for good opportunities to deploy capital. Harvard Business School has actually selected us as one of the case studies for their program, primarily because not just the entrepreneurial path will pursue investing in the space, creating the concept of clean tech in China, but also we are looking at social and environmental benefit for our companies as well, and turning that into a positive strategy for them. Collectively, in 2010, our companies contributed about 11 million CO2 emission reduction equivalents credits, direct and indirect contribution combined. We help our companies to measure these contributions, and so that it will help them to compete in the marketplace in terms of securing government support, in having a better social program, in terms of having more loyal workforce in a very competitive labor market in China now. So those are the focus that we're doing alongside investing for the financial success, and it has been viewed as one of the successful cases globally. A marketing slide here. We've been consistently viewed as the #1 cleantech VC in China, just very recognized here. And I want to end with this. World Bank chairman in his speech this year said that we have created a win-win situation, a win-win case study for social enterprises, for environmental enterprises to succeed both economically and socially and environmentally. With that, I look forward to working with all of your entrepreneurs and partners and inviting you to come to China and build a successful business there. Thank you.